Award season is in full swing, and we already know it's going to be a big year for our girl Taylor Swift, starting with the biggest award of the night at the upcoming American Music Awards. What's up, you guys? It's Dani Golub here with Clevver News, and with the 2010s coming to an end, it looks like this award season is going to be dedicated to celebrating a decade of growth and innovation. Starting with Taylor Swift, who, if you ask me, was the logical choice for the Artist of the Decade award at the American Music Awards. She's the only artist who was nominated for the AMA's biggest award, the Artist of the Year, 5 times during this decade. Taylor's also already won 24 American Music Awards throughout her career and has more Artist of the Year wins than anyone else in AMA history. So yeah, like I said, it was the logical choice. The AMAs announced the news on Twitter late last month and said, quote, "She's won more #AMAs than anyone this decade. She's a 5-time 2019 AMA nominee, and she's performing at this year's AMAs live on November 24th. Taylor Swift is our Artist of the Decade." But obviously, Taylor wasn't the only contender up for this award. There were some other big names being tossed around as possible recipients, like Katy Perry and Drake, who each received 4 Artist of the Year noms this decade. Justin Bieber, Rihanna, and Ariana Grande all also each received 3 nominations, so I am sure they are being considered as well. But Taylor gets the crown this time. Maybe in 2029, one of these artists could take home the prize. There are so many reasons why Taylor totally deserves this honor. Not only has she won more AMAs than anyone else this decade, but this decade has just really been hers. And we're talking starting in 2010. I am gonna leave that 2009 VMAs moment with Kanye in the last decade. Let's start back at the beginning of the 2010s when she won the Grammy Award for Best Country Album, and then fast forward a little bit to 2016 when she won the Grammy for Best Pop Vocal Album. Taylor was the first ever artist to win both of those Grammys, and yep, you guessed it, she did it all in this decade. She had not 1, not 2, and not even 3, but 4 albums come out over the past 10 years. Our girl Taylor has been working. Red, 1989, Reputation, and Lover have all been milestones and chapters in Taylor's career, one being more memorable than the next. My personal favorite from this decade is and always will be 1989, but that's just me. You know that I am ready for the remastered version of that album, Sorry Not Sorry, Scooter Braun. We've also got to talk about her spot on the Billboard Hot 100. Taylor has the most top 10 debuts on the Billboard Hot 100 for a female artist with 14 debuts, many of which were over the course of this very decade. She's had tons of her songs reach #1, like Shake It Off, We Are Never Getting Back Together, Look What You Made Me Do, Bad Blood, and Blank Space. The list goes on. And when she dropped her latest album, Lover, earlier this year, all 18 songs from the album made the Billboard Hot 100 chart. That is no small feat. But her success hasn't only been on the charts and with awards. Her last tour, the Reputation Stadium Tour, became the highest grossing North American tour and highest tour gross for a female artist this decade, making around $300 million. And the previous record for the highest grossing tour was held by the Rolling Stones' 2005 to 2007 tour, which played 70 shows compared to Taylor's 38 shows. But it wasn't only financial records that Taylor set. Her tour attendance made records and made history in many of the cities that she played. She became the first female artist to headline 3 consecutive nights at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium and the first female artist to sell out all 3 nights at Massachusetts' Gillette Stadium. So yeah, again, just another reason why she is definitely worthy of the Artist of the Decade title. And hey, I know I promised I wouldn't talk about Kanye, but she's actually turned some of her drama this decade into her best work. Her ongoing feud with Kanye and subsequently Kim Kardashian has led to some of her biggest hits. Her epic comeback song, Look What You Made Me Do, was breaking records left and right. At the time, it broke the record for the most streamed debut week by a female artist with 84.4 million streams in the United States alone. She also kicked Despacito off the top spot on the Hot 100, where it reigned king for 4 months. So even the biggest drama this decade turned into some of her biggest success. But the haters are still gonna hate, and fans are totally out here standing Taylor for receiving this honor. And you know what? They are sick and tired of defending Tay to other fandoms and the haters. One person said, quote, "Not wasting my energy interacting with these clowns who are big mad over Taylor Swift getting named the Artist of the Decade. If you don't see why she deserves it, you live in a bubble and haven't been paying attention. She's it, she's that bitch, she's the man, period." Another shared this hilariously relatable video and wrote, quote, "Taylor Swift is the Artist of the Decade. Other fandoms, she didn't deserve it. Swifties, here we go again." And another fan came through with the facts and said, quote, "No one has had her catalog, sales, influence, heart. That's why all these no ones hate on her. We support the Queen Taylor." And I totally agree. I know that I'm just excited to see her win that honor and hear that speech, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Taylor was deserving of the Artist of the Decade award at the AMAs? Did this roundup convince you, or do you still think it should be someone else? Let me know down in the comments below. After that, why don't you dive into more Clevver news by hitting that subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss a thing. And you can click right over here for more entertainment news. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on Clevver News. I'm Dani Golub. Have a great day.